Hello everyone, welcome back to another library update. Coming up, it's October already.
October already, next week.
Yep, next week. It's Wednesday today, so it's kind of middle of the week, just kind of not sure where we are.
Yep,
Yeah.
hoping for Friday, that's where we're at today.
But they are replacing the carpet up in adult nonfiction this week. So for the month of October, we've got new carpet up in nonfiction. So that's the last section.
I think we're going to keep it too, so
I
it
hope
won't be just
I hope
October.
so. Yeah, it'll stay, it'll stay.
Mm-hmm. For the month of October, we have new carpet.
And then we take it away now.
Okay.
So what do we have going on at the children's?
Let's get to that. So in the children's youth programming, we have story time, of course, Monday morning at 10:30 is story time. Every Monday of the month except for the 30th. So story time runs through the 23rd. I did want to mention that Miss Anna, who is our music therapist, will be with us on the 16th at 10:30. So story time is just a half hour. Drop in. There's no registration required. We'd love to have you. It is geared towards kids in the 2 to 6 year old range, but it's always enjoyable. We have a lot of little babies come, and it's a lot of fun. So if you can make it, please join us. And again, Miss Anna will be there. She'll be our special guest on the 16th, Monday morning. We also do pajama party story time. That is Wednesday evenings. It is going to be for just 3 weeks in October. So we'll do it tonight. This is the last night of Wednesday night of September, I should say. So it'll be on the 4th, the 11th, and the 18th. And we have a special program coming up on October 25th.
Oh, that's right.
So we are preempting Pajama Party with polymer clay workshop with Miss Angie Mae Emerson. And she is local to Minnesota and this area, I believe. She is a polymer clay artist, and she's going to come do a workshop for kids 6 through 12-year-olds. So anyone in that age range can register, but she has asked that 6 and 7-year-olds have a parent present with them, because there's a lot of instruction that's going to go on, and they want, she needs a parent there to help those kids focus.
And how long is that class going to
The
be?
class starts at 6 and it runs for 2 hours, so we will
okay.
probably finish up right at 8 o'clock. But it's going to be a wonderful time. Everybody who has invited her to their libraries has said she's a wonderful artist, and she does a great job with the kids.
Any recommendations for what to wear for kids at all when working with polymer clay? Anything special?
I wouldn't wear anything that you want to save and be nice. I mean, just kids in general, markers, crayons, paint. Anytime they come to do some hands-on program at the library, don't wear your finest clothes. That's my rule of thumb. We have our special Friday story time is going to be on October 6th, and we are doing something that I'm still looking forward to. We're going to kind of celebrate the picture book author Aaron Reynolds, and he wrote Creepy Carrots.
Oh, fun.
We're doing a creepy Aaron Reynolds story time. And then we're going to make one of his elements from Creepy Carrots, the Creepy Crayon, and the Creepy pair of underwear. So we'll have something to create afterwards. But that'll be fun. It's at 10 a.m. on Friday, October 6th. We do a little story time, then we make a craft afterwards or do some type of activity. And this happens to be a craft that you get to wear home. So we have Teen Tuesday, which is coming up on Tuesday, October 10th, 4 o'clock all the STEM programs are 45 minutes long. We are making our Newton's Cradles this time around. Last time around, I couldn't get my beads. I couldn't find them anywhere. I have special ordered beads. So we're going to do it this time around. That'll be a lot of fun. We're going to do Wacky Wonders on Thursday, October 12th at 3:30 to 4:15. I never tell the kids at that age what we're doing, so I'm not going to spoil that. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's Halloween related. Creative Kids comes up on October 18th, 4 o'clock to 4:45. And that, again, it's a STEM program, so we'll be doing some type of activity where we get incredibly messy. We've made spaghetti towers with marshmallows this past month, in September, I should say. Stickiest thing I've ever done. And who knew that eating raw spaghetti was a good thing? I did not, but I had to stop them because it's right before dinner time. And I was like, okay, you can each have a few marshmallows, but stop eating that spaghetti. This is not a meal. Yeah, so interesting. The fun thing that we're doing, we started a sensory playtime in September, and that's going to be a monthly thing. But we also had some interest on Facebook asking if we would do it in the evening, which was my plan all along. So that is coming up October 24th. We're going to do evening sensory playtime from 6 to 6:45.
It's a Tuesday?
It's a Tuesday evening. The morning session is always going to be on a Thursday. So it's Thursday, the 19th in the morning at 10 to 10:45. And then the last thing we're going to do is a lot of stuff happening in October is a no school afternoon movie, and I'm excited because we're showing Elemental.
Ooh,
So
okay.
that just came out, it was released this week?
On DVD, you mean?
DVD, yes,
Okay.
the DVD release was, I believe, this week, so.
Brand new.
Brand new movie,
Okay.
so that's a lot of fun, we rarely get to do that. But that's what's happening in the youth programming. You can talk about your Teen Pathfinder, because that's also on this calendar.
Sure. But first, I'm going to start with the New Ulm Film Society because I keep forgetting to do
You
it
do,
until the last
yeah.
minute.
Yeah,
So New Ulm Film Society on Tuesday, October 10th, so the second Tuesday of the month, will be showing their sixth and last film in their series on the history of special effects. They're going to be showing 2011's Rise of the Planet of the Apes. So we started off with The Wizard of Oz and some very physical special effects, all the way to really complicated CGI facial expression motion. So
From flying monkeys to
flying monkeys to
monkeys ruling the world, I guess.
right. Got that. But yeah, as you mentioned, we have our Teen Pathfinder group. School year started. They've moved to Monday afternoons, 1:30 to 3:30. And so if you have, if you're in high school and you have afternoons off, for work or whatnot, or if you're homeschooled, by all means, come on, join our Teen Pathfinder group, see what it's all about, have some fun. Our Adult Pathfinder group, of course, meets on Tuesdays from 4:15 to 6:15, and they just completed yesterday their 106th session, so that's a little over 2 years worth of stories. And still going and having a lot of fun. And we started out with just 3 players when we started, and now we have 6 players and at least 1 spectator every week.
Oh, that's
so
fun.
People come and they stay for the story,
That's great.
which is fun.
That is great.
Our needle working group, of course, meets on the 1st and 3rd Wednesday of each month, and so they're going to be meeting on the 4th and the 18th in October in the morning from 9:30 to about noon. Bring your latest project, have a quiet place to work. We've got air conditioning in the summer and we have heat in the winter, and so
Thankfully.
and it's nice and brightly lit up there in nonfiction where they do it, and so they have a lot of fun doing that up there.
Yeah.
And
it's
then
nice to get together and work with people
It
that
is.
are interested in what you're interested in.
and
Find your tribe.
they share techniques, they share patterns, they do all sorts of fun stuff. Along that same vein, our art group started meeting up again in September, and so they'll be meeting through middle of November in the fall, every week on Wednesday at 1:30 here in our meeting room. Bring a 2D art project. You can paint, you can sketch, you can color. You put all those together, and that's another fun group where you can just meet new people and share things that you're interested in. Our book clubs, of course, are meeting. Our Litwitz Book Club is going to meet next Monday, October 2nd, and they are going to be discussing Elizabeth Kostova's The Historian.
I heard that was great.
It is. It's the only book that my older brother ever recommended to me.
I thought you were going to say ever read.
No,
Would not
no.
suit your family.
Not at all, no. So yeah, it's the only book he ever recommended to me, and so I both read it and listened to the audio, and both were really well done.
Cool.
It's a little bit thick, but it's a great read.
Don't let that stop you.
Yeah, don't let that stop you, because the story will draw you in. Our history book club is going to be meeting on Tuesday the 17th, and they're going to be discussing Anton Treuer's the assassination of Hole in the Day. So real interesting piece of Minnesota history, both in time period and the people involved, how this native tribal leader was assassinated as all part of some political shenanigans going on. So really interesting stuff. Our Mystery Book Club will be meeting on October 30th, and they're going to be discussing P.J. Tracy's Deep Down in the Dark. I think I said it right. So another good mystery thriller there. Poetry group, of course, meets on the second Monday of the month at 6:30 upstairs, and so you're welcome to come, bring a couple poems to share, something you've read recently, something you've written, something someone else shared with you, any kind of poem you like. All kinds are welcome. We've seen short poems, long poems, different structures, whatever's spoken to you recently, and those can be a lot of fun. Our memoir writing group will meet next Monday morning, what am I doing? Next Monday morning at 10 a.m. on the 2nd. There's too many T's there.
Yes.
And so we're going to be doing some writing exercises and some prompts there. Our genealogy club, October is Family History Month.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, every year. And so for the last couple of years, I've actually been working with different staff members and helping them find out more about their family history.
We did that one time.
Yeah. And found some really interesting things. Everybody's got a story. And so our genealogy club is going to be meeting on the 19th. We're going to be having a special presentation. So if you want to come, I'm hoping for a guest speaker, but I'm still trying to narrow it down. But on the 19th, 6:30, I can come to that. And then we have a number of special programs coming. So on Saturday the 7th, so the first Saturday in October, Oktoberfest will be going crazy.
Yeah.
But at 1 o'clock, when there isn't another musical performance going on downtown,
cool.
come down to the library, and we have Gangsta Grass will be here for a music performance and presentation. So if you haven't heard of Gangsta Grass, they are this wonderfully unique fusion of bluegrass music and hip-hop rap. And you hear that, and you're like, what is that gonna sound like? But they do it so well, extremely talented musicians. And so they're going to be sharing their music, and they're also going to be sharing a presentation about the history of the American music industry. How it got started, and some of the shenanigans that it tries to perpetuate. So it's some interesting stuff. That's how I'm going to phrase it right now.
It's one of my favorite.
But the following week, on Friday the 13th, we have our author panel through the St. Paul Library's Friends organization. They tour around Minnesota in the fall, and this year we were able to snag them. And so we've got 3 Minnesota authors coming, children's author, teen author, adults author. That's not the age of the authors, that's the age they write for.
Thankfully, they're not sending a
child author. I mean, those exist, but they're going to come. They're going to have a great panel discussion. It should be really interesting learning about their writing and the different experiences they've had as an author. The following day, the 14th, is the solar eclipse. So there's going to be one in the spring too, which is going to be even better. But here in New Ulm, it's going to cover about half the sun. And weather permitting, we are hoping to be up at Highland Park on the west side of town there, up in the hill, by the soccer fields, I think, for MLC.
Probably.
Somewhere up there. Yeah. And we're going to have WCCO meteorologist Mike Lynch. We've had him come before for other astronomy-related programs, and he'll be doing a presentation on eclipse. We're going to have eclipse sunglasses available, so you'll be able to look at the eclipse. Please don't try to look at it without them. That is really bad for your eyes. But we'll have them. We're limiting it to 1 per family because we want to make sure we'll still have enough for next spring as well.
And we don't have that many, so
they're,
if you could take turns, that would be cool.
Yep, so not all of you try to look at the same time, but yeah, each of you take turns. So 1 per family, but we will have those available at the event. If weather's not so great, we're still going to have Mike do a presentation here at the library down in the meeting room. So you can come and learn more about the eclipse and how they work and things like that. So that should be fun. And we have another author visit coming. on the 20th, we have Minnesota author Julie Jo Larson, who grew up in New Ulm.
Oh, cool.
And she lives up north now, but she's going to talk about her new book, 100 Things to Do in Minnesota Before You Die. It's like a bucket list book. And it's fun because she's traveled all over the state and visited all sorts of towns and attractions and natural places as well. And so she's going to talk about her travels and about her book, and it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
I think the only other thing I have to mention is Chess Club, which is, of course, every Tuesday evening. Any age, come on down, play a game, learn to play, and just have fun. We've had a pretty good turnout every week for the last month or so.
We have, yeah, and it's not just kids
Yeah,
that are
kids,
coming, but
adults.
kids are coming, and they are, I mean, these kids can play chess.
Oh yeah, they're pretty good.
A little disappointed when they come upstairs and say, "Can you play chess, Miss Kathryn?" And I say, "No, I'm sorry." And I don't, I can't play. So I love that they are, you know, exercising that.
Yep.
It
It is a really great game for the
good
mind.
skill. Yeah, it's wonderful. So
But yeah, that's what we've got going on for programming in October. So come down to the library or see us around town. We hope that you'll join us, and we'll see you next month for our next update.
yep, have a good day.